Can you explain Isaiah 9:6? I'm not a modalist, but it clearly calls Jesus the everlasting Father, and I can't make sense of it. Okay, sure. So this is a common passage that people who try to teach oneness doctrine go to, where they say Jesus is the Father. No. There's multiple titles here, and we have to understand what is happening. Isaiah is prophesying the Messiah. Most people don't argue that. No matter what their view on God is, most people understand this is prophesying Christ. Okay? So all these titles apply to Christ. So what does it say? For to us a child is born, to us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder. And his name shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Okay? So I understand your confusion, but look at this. It also calls him Prince of Peace, but we call him the King of Kings. But nobody brings up that objection and says, well, is he a prince or is he a king? Nobody brings that up. We understand that there are multiple titles. It is an honoring title. So what are we to make with Everlasting Father? Well, if you go into the original Hebrew in this passage, the fascinating thing is that it could easily be translated as Father of Eternity. Why does that matter? Let's go to another passage. Hebrews 12:1 and 2 says, Therefore, since we are surrounded by so great a cloud of witnesses, let us also lay aside every weight and sin which clings so closely, and let us run with endurance the race that is set before us, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who, for the joy that was set before him, endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. When it's saying he's the Father of eternity, it's saying from the human perspective, because Isaiah was human and he's writing about the Messiah for humans, he is the Father of the eternity that we get to enjoy. How do we know? Let's go to his own words. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish but have what? Eternal life. And you say, no, wait. Jesus isn't offering that eternal life. Yes, he is, through his death on the cross. If Jesus did not die on the cross and was raised on the third day, then guess what? We would not have the opportunity to be saved. He is the provider of it. That's why he's also called the author of our faith. He is the provider. This is also why in the very next chapter, and John did not put the chapter numbers there, the very next event is Jesus with the woman at the well, and he explains to her about the living water that he offers. And he says in verse 14, but whoever drinks of the water that I give them will never be thirsty again. The water that I give him will become in him a spring of water welling up to eternal life. He just said he's the one that provides that eternal life. So Jesus is not God the Father. He's the Father of eternity.